Welcome back to Ro Reacts TV, where we react, review, and recap skits from the Country Wayne skit universe. Hey cousins, so we're back with Bethany, and last night she really showed out, and so Larry said he had to go, and she woke up this morning and he was gone. The scene starts out and Bethany wakes up. She is looking for Larry. She can't find him. And she's like, oh my gosh, it's real. It's not a dream. She says, Larry! And she's hoping that he says something to her. So she walks around the house and she goes into Brooke's room. She says, well, maybe he's in there. She realizes, oh no, Brooke and Destiny left last night to Shara's house. And so she says, okay, calm down. She starts walking around the house and then she starts to slowly break down. She's like, oh my God, my family is gone and it's all my fault. So then she gets herself together and Larry has taken all of the ladies out to brunch. Okay, he is with Duchess, Shara, Destiny, and Brooke, and they're at the Waffle House because Duchess said she had to get a waffle from the Waffle House before she went back to Chicago. Shara's upset. She wanted to go to a place called Toast in Atlanta, so she's sitting up talking about, I can't stand no soggy waffle. Duchess is like, these are not soggy and I want to get one to go. And then Larry says, okay, greedy. And then Larry's phone goes off and he steps away to talk to Bethany. So he gets on the phone. He says, hey, Bethany. She says, what's up? She says, are you doing okay this morning? He says, oh yeah, I'm doing okay. She says, did you sleep well? He says, yeah, I slept good. She says, well, I woke up this morning and I thought, well, maybe you might be here. Maybe you didn't pack enough clothing or anything like that. I don't know. He says, yeah, well, I packed enough for enough days. I got everything I need. He says, but I'm not ready to come back home right now. No. He says, I just need a couple of days to clear my mind, decompress, and figure some things out. And, you know, Bethany does not want to hear that. And she can hear Duchess and Shara in the background. She says, is that Shara in the background? He says, yeah, that's Shara. She puts her bagel down. She says, where are you guys at? He says, we're at the Waffle House. Duchess wanted to get some waffles before she went back to Chicago. He says, it's me, Duchess, Brooke, and Destiny, and Shara. And we're all here. They don't have Waffle Houses in Chicago. Bethany is breaking down slowly. She is so hurt in the face. Bethany says, so you wanted to eat with them as a family? He says, what? She says, you wanted to eat with them as a family. He says, it's not eating as a family. They wanted some waffles, so I brought them here. Now, this is what she's afraid of because she's been with him since Brooke was 10 and now she's 17. So she's seeing her family slowly being taken over again by Shara, his ex-wife. And she is threatened by Shara's presence. So far, Shara hasn't made any advances towards Larry. She says, you know, I really wish you were here. He says, you know, Bethany, considering what happened yesterday, it's not best for me to be there right now. Give him a chance to be angry, to decompress, or whatever he has to do. You said and talked to him like crazy in front of everyone. He returned by talking to you crazy in front of everyone. Give this man a chance to do his thing and trust that he's not going to step out and betray you. He tells Bethany, I need time to still keep decompressing. I'm sure that when we get back in each other's presence, the arguing will resume. She says, oh, but you can do that with your ex-wife? He tells her, I'm here with everyone, not just Shara. Now, Bethany is just disgusted. She went from about to emotionally eat 2 bagels or croissants to she doesn't even want any anymore. She's disgusted. So he tells her, I'm not ready to come home yet. And that's when she starts to break down in tears. He tells her, I'm not ready to argue with you. We could do this another time. I'm out having breakfast with the family. I'm just playing. And I'll call you back later. She says, okay. And then she starts to break down. Steady breaking me on down. Cousins, are they on their way to counseling or divorce? Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. And I'll see you on the next Ro Reacts TV video.